Hello people, so today's video is going to be a first impressions video using all Primark makeup. Now every time I'm in Primark I never seem to like stop around the beauty section. I just feel like it's going to be bad quality. I don't even have the time for it. I went into the Tottenham Court Road branch and there was literally a massive section of just makeup. Like, I think they've obviously upgraded their makeup collection, so I thought let me try it out. I mean, a lot of people are always looking for like affordable makeup, so I thought let me try Primark. I saw quite a few good things, so hopefully it turns out alright. I haven't tried any of these items. Bare face, well not bare because I've done my brow, because I couldn't find a brow pencil for me, so I did my brows normally, so let's just ignore that. But they do have brow pencils. I didn't find a primer, so I don't have a primer, so I can't prime my face, which is interesting. Okay, so usually I would start with my foundation. They have their own beauty blender. This is the non-latex flat edge beauty blender. This is £2, so it's got like a flat edge and then the normal like egg shaped looking thing. So first impressions, it's not as like soft as the regular beauty blender, but we'll see how it works out. So I'm going to take the foundation. This is the Longwear Mineralized Foundation, £5, and in the shade Chestnut. So I'm expecting the shade to be this shade. It's saying Chestnut, so I'm looking for Chestnut. Right now, this isn't looking like my shade. And they only came in like 5 shades. Yeah, so far not so good. Like, it clearly dark skin girls ain't gonna be the shade, but that's all they had. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna apply this as my like powder underneath, because I feel like I'm gonna get extremely oily. That's been my recent technique so far. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of this on my face, just around my T-zone area, just like I can try to minimize any shine. So this is literally their version of the banana powder. Looks like that. The lighting is washing it out a little bit. Here we go. Yeah.
What?
Chestnut where? This is not chestnuts. I have to keep going. What can I do? This is ridiculous. The sponge is really stiff. Chestnuts, as in brown. I look like an NC12. I would like to know what dark skin girl looks like this, please. Look at my hand.
Jesus is Lord!
Primark, I'm gonna need you to have a rethink about things, because this is absurd. So, no eye primer. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use concealer. This is their concealer, only 90p. I'm gonna use this as my like primer eye base kind of thing. Yeah, the shade in here and what it's giving me is not the same. They're not the same at all. But anyway, we're gonna keep going. This is their Master eyeshadow palette, and this was £6, and it comes in 12. Comes with 12 shades. I usually use like a brown orange as my transition shade. Hella fallout when you put your brush in there, so be careful about that. It's quite a bit of fallout. Is it showing up? I don't really see it. I'm gonna add some more. Showing up a little. It is showing up a little bit. Then I'm gonna go in with this one, which is like a cranberry, like a pinky cranberry shade, and that's gonna go in the center of my lids. I mean, this one does show up. Actually, this was looking alright. I'm gonna flip the brush over and then take the one next to it, which is like a purple shade. And place that on the inner and outer corner. They literally look the same. They actually look the same for some reason on my lids. I'm gonna use this dark, it looks like a grey toned brown. I'm gonna use that just to add some dimension to the crease. we're gonna move on to mascara. So this is PS Lash Out Mascara, £2.50. So it's okay. It does the job. It does the job. Try and add an inner tear duct colour. I'm gonna take this shade here. That's gonna be my inner tear duct colour. It's probably not gonna be the right shade, but that's the only, that's the only one I can use for this. So we're gonna add some lashes. We've got these ones, which are from the Suzanne Johnson collection. I don't know if you can see that. I actually like the lashes. It's just that the eye isn't really working with it. I have a bronzer that I'm gonna use as my inner tear duct colour because it's really looking quite ashy. It's just not looking right. I have one of these camouflage palettes. This is like their Conceal and Correct palette, medium to dark. This is £3. Let's see if I can try and fix my under eye because right now, hey, I'm gonna take the orange and see if I can like apply this. Is it even coming off? To my under eye to act as a corrector. Another sort of concealer. This is the Instafix Concealer Crayon. This shade is Warm Honey. And put it in the back of my hand. That looks more of like my under eye shade. So let's try that. We're gonna use that as my highlighting shade. This is £2 by the way. So we're just gonna try and blend it out with the sponge. I mean, the sponge isn't so bad, but yeah. I'm gonna put that down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow area, a little bit of my forehead. Lovely. Yeah, let me try and save this with an actual brush because gee whiz. So I'm gonna go back in with the lid colours and just reapply just so that I can not look so washed out because girl. We're going to attempt to set this with that banana powder looking thing. This is their setting powder. This is only £3. I feel like the powder disappears. Or maybe I wasn't putting enough. It kind of just disappears into the skin. So I have this. This is my Perfect Color tinted moisturizer in the shade Rich Espresso. So let's see if I can use this as a contour shade. This is meant to be a tinted moisturizer. So that's the shade there. And we're gonna see if we can use that as our contour. So right now it's doing something, but I don't know if it's really meshing with the, yeah, I don't know if it's really agreeing with the stuff that's already on my face. Let's just see where it takes us. I'm gonna put some on my forehead because I really need to bring back this warmth to my face because it is scary right now. Okay, so kind of doing something. Maybe I should have mixed this initially with the foundation. That could have actually made it a lot more my skin tone. So okay, so we're gonna work with this. We're gonna do this. Let me try and contour my nose because I need to contour my nose right now. It's quite dark. Ooh. It's a little dark, but we're gonna try and fix that. Yeah. I probably should have used a different brush for that. Yeah. So my all over face powder is this mattifying pressed powder. Looks like this, and this is in the shade Chestnut again. Honestly, this is their Chestnut. But yeah, anyway, we're gonna. Ooh, okay, so it is adding some brownness back to my face, which I'm liking. Okay, so this is actually a lot more closer to my skin tone than the foundation. So I'm actually, ooh, I feel like I'm coming back, slowly coming back. Obviously the application is really crap. Application has been trash, but I feel like the colour is coming back to my skin a little bit more. Okay, so I'm not completely mad at it. I'm not completely mad. It's kind of, it's okay, it's alright. It's usable, it's salvageable, that's the word. I'm gonna use one of the eyeshadows as my blush because the blushes were just far too light. There was no point even trying to, you know, take the piss on camera, so I decided not to pick them up. They're very, very light. I'm gonna try and apply just some blush to my cheeks. I'm gonna take this brown and then this pink, just to add some colour because there is no colour. This is actually a body bronzer, I just realised. For my highlights, I'm taking the body bronzer. This is £2.50 and I'm gonna use that to highlight because I didn't see any kind of highlighting products when I went to look. So I'm gonna use this as my highlight, and it looks good. I think it's working well. It's got like really shiny particles basically, but anyway, it's doing its thing. I'm gonna add some to my nose as well because yeah, everything is looking hella, whew, everything is looking hella matte right now. Apply some more back to my inner tear ducts. Also got some eyeliner pencils. This is in the shade black, and that was £2 for 2. I'm gonna line my waterline. It's not really as intense as most liners. For my lips, I have 2 options. I have these 2. These are their lipstick crayons, the Velvet Matte lipstick crayons, and they are £2. The shade is Claret, which is like a purple pink. It actually glides quite well. I like the feel of this. I like the feel. I like the feel of this. Bearing in mind how we started, I think I've tried to kind of salvage this look, honestly, because I mean the application itself is kind of trash, but I think I've kind of been able to bring it back to life a little bit because, girl, yeah, this is literally the look. I hope it looks okay. I mean, I try my best. The way I looked at that foundation, I was like, the devil is truly a liar because this is not chestnuts. I really hope they look into it. To be honest, their products are not bad. I think with the right brushes, I didn't try their brushes, so I don't know if their brushes would have made a difference, but with the right tools, you can make anything work. So I basically wanted to show you how well they can work, which is why I chose to use my own brushes so that, you know, I wouldn't, you know, throw it down to bad quality products if I used theirs, just in case it didn't work. Now I can't speak for their brushes, I don't know if they actually do work well, but from the way I was looking at them, the way they were looking to me, I just felt like I felt anxiety already that it was gonna go wrong. So I wanted to at least try and salvage this look. It would have been a good idea to have mixed this with the foundation originally. Applying it onto like a powdered face wasn't doing the bits. Pressed powder actually was what I would say saved the day, because it kind of brought it all together, kind of gave me more of a brownness to me, if that makes sense. So I'm very surprised that concealer actually worked well as a primer. It hasn't really creased as much. I think with the right primer these can work. They do have other palettes as well. They even have like a glitter palette. Concealers can be slightly drying, but this is probably my closest shade. This, not too bad. This was actually not too bad, but it's actually a little bit lighter than the Sachet Buttercup powder. So I'm not sure I recommend this for like if you're my skin tone. If you're a lot lighter, it's perfect for you. I think I'm definitely gonna go back to get more of these because they apply so well, so opaque as well. And yeah, they're perfect. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was looking a little bit scary at first, but I managed to bring it together, I think. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will be doing a lot more of these full face, one brand tutorial videos, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't checked out my previous videos, they are up here, and make sure you've subscribed as well if you're new here. Thank you for watching, thank you for joining me today, and also make sure you click on the bell button so that you don't miss any videos and you get notification and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.